Hello, guys. Yes, we're live again on Alpha Omega, and it's great to have you along. This is Dave here, straight from the center almost of Bangkok. If you know where Huigwang is, we're just in the northern part of Bangkok, but it's not too far away from Sukhumvit. If you're ever in this area, if you want to know how to get here, all you do is get from Sukhumvit from Asal. Just get the MRT 4 stops away, and you get off at Huigwang Station. And you get off at exit 4 for Huigwang Night Market, but we're not too far from there. But it's great to have you along, lads, each and every one of you. So listen, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago we had our last stream on this channel, and we've been doing live streams on the Big Picture El Panorama on almost, we had about, how many did we have this week? I think we had 4 live streams on Big Picture El Panorama this week. So I thought it high time that we have a live stream on Alpha Omega, and it's great to have you here. I've been mad busy, but I can tell you some good news. It's one of the pieces of good news that I have is that our next live stream that we'll do on, not necessarily this channel, but on the Big Picture, which is a sister channel of this channel, will be from Ban Saeng Beach. Which is just about 120 kilometers south. And who do we have here? Hello again, everyone. Hope all is well from Wiener McCall. You're very welcome along. And Pete Mangan, Alpha from Donamead. All right, from Donamead. Donamead. Jesus Christ, my brother lives in Donamead. And I spent many a night in Donamead. There's the missus there in the background doing her thing. CC says, hello, Mr. Dave. How are you? I'm very, very good indeed. 6 people on board. Make sure you click the like button. Make sure everyone knows about it. For the first part of the stream, we're going to have people like this joining us because he hasn't gone to bed yet. This is Harry. Harry, do you want to say hello to the guys?
I can't see him.
There's no one to see. You're live on YouTube. This is different. This is not Skype. So Harry is in his pajamas and he's ready to go to bed. So Harry, just say good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to Ban Saeng. Do you want to tell the guys where you're going tomorrow? Tell the guys where you're going tomorrow. You're going to Ban Saeng, and you're going to play with all your friends. So basically, it's going to be a night off from me because I'll tell you what's going to happen in Ban Saeng tomorrow night. The missus and myself and Harry are driving down there at some stage tomorrow morning, probably 5 or 6 in the morning, and we're renting a kind of a house just beside the beach. And if you know what about Ban Saeng, it's like a carbon copy of Pattaya. You've got a beach road and all the soil is coming directly at right angles. It's almost identical to Pattaya, but it has no bars or nightclubs. It's just for Thais, She'll be there. We'll be there with all our family. We're paying for all of them. They're coming along, all the in-laws. I'll get away from them. What's wrong, Harry?
This one bad and this one good.
Okay, I'm not doing that now. I'm just working at the moment. I'll do it later. But I'm talking to the guys. When I'm finished, I will do it. Turn off that light there. Anyway, but basically, Ban Saeng is like a... Does anyone know Ban Saeng? Let me know if you've been to Ban Saeng or not, because you'll see it tomorrow night on the live stream for our Big Picture El Panorama. It's where all the Thais go for the weekend. And different to Pattaya, they barbecue on the beach when the sun goes down, and during the day they stay under parasols. They don't lie out in the sun because they're Thai. They drink their beer, they have their seafood, and they sit under the parasols. It's going to be great. I'm going to steal away, find myself a quiet little restaurant because there's no bars that sells Leo. I let her enjoy her family because they all speak Thai, none of them speak English, and I'll have a whale of a time in preparation for the stream. One of the pressures that I've had over the last few days is that I've had an email or two from Google AdSense, as you probably know, relating to the tax situation here in Thailand. Because I'm registered as living in Thailand, I'm liable for tax here. And I've furnished them with my tax information, as I did when I first started the channel, this channel and the Big Picture. I've been paying tax to the IRS for the last 2 years. And I've registered with them, everything's fine. But now I have to register my tax details for Thailand. And they declined the document that I submitted to them. So I've yet to submit the correct document, and they've asked me to do it as soon as possible. I don't know if my AdSense payment will come through this month. So that's why, and it's the only reason why I say to you guys, if you want to buy me a coffee to support this channel and or the Big Picture, the link is in the description of this to buy me a coffee. I would really appreciate your support. Jerry's Hobby Man, hi from Norway. Good morning. That's the only Norwegian I know. Franco Stevens says hello. Yes, hello to you. It's great to have you. 17 people on board. and we got 9 likes. But I just want to get that out of the way. That's the situation with me at the moment. It will be resolved. It will be resolved, but I don't know how I'm going to get it resolved just yet. So 7, not Stephen. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It's much easier for me to read your comments on this stream because I'm sitting in front of a computer. Usually I'm doing it on the phone when I do my live streams from Wigwang Night Market, and the text comes up very small. It's hard to read, but I apologize for that. 7, not Stephen. So let me know where you are. We've got Donamead, we've got Norway, we've got Australia. So let me know where you are. I can tell you it's been I was out there just now to top up on these. I just went to 7-Eleven to get a few more of these. And basically it is roasting, toasting where we are. This is the hottest time of the year, actually. It's the temperature ranges from between 36 to 40 degrees on a daily basis. Let me know, by the way, if you're familiar with both of our channels, The Big Picture and our Alpha Omega. I find that the videos that I put up on Alpha Omega are getting a very good response. Let me know what topics affect you or what topics you'd like me to cover going forward. We've covered all kinds of things. Bruce Davis, hello Bruce. Hi brother, good morning, good evening. Yes, good morning to you, good evening to you. Peter Olson, hi from Pattaya. Hello to you in Pattaya. I'll be in Saen tomorrow night, not too far from Pattaya. I think I'm going to turn off the main light here. Just bear with me for a second. I'll keep talking. I'll be in Saen tomorrow night, which is only 20 kilometers away from Pattaya. So if you're in if you want to come up to Saen, you can join me. You can join me on the stream from Saen. Guys, if you don't know what Saen is, I think it's one of Thailand's best kept secrets. I say that about Wigwang Night Market as well, by the way, but that really is one of Thailand's best kept secrets. But Saen is unbelievable. Saen, you will find girls from all over, well, I would say all over Bangkok. They all gravitate there on the weekends. And this is a very special weekend because they're all in preparation for Songkran. The Songkran thing has already started to kick off. People are wearing their flowery shirts. I'll be wearing my flowery shirt because she bought it from me in the not too distant future, in the next couple of days. And Marv, hello, sir, from England, enjoying your videos for a while now. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate it. It's great to have you along. How are things in Blighty? Sam's Body Tree, is that right? From Chiang Mai, lived in Saen for a year, is a shithole. Well, I would say if you're solo in Saen, it could be termed as a shithole. But if you go there with the Thais, you tend to appreciate what they go there for. They go there. It's a family-orientated place. It's completely different to Pattaya. It's a world away from Pattaya, but it's only 20 kilometers away. And there's no one on the beach. No one lies on the beach. As you know, if you're familiar with Thailand, the Thais don't lie out in the sun. They stay under these parasols, drinking their beer and eating their seafood. It's quite a sight to see. It really is. But I'll be down there tomorrow night doing me thing, and I'm looking forward. You know what? I'm looking forward to the break. I'm really looking forward to the break. It'll be a holiday. It's a one night holiday. It's a 1 day holiday actually. I washed the car today in preparation for bringing her family down. I can't do it. This is all in reverse here. Bringing her family down. We'll be heading off about 5 o'clock in the morning. And Mal says it's starting to brighten up a bit now that April is here. I'm sick of what the powers that be have done to this country, though planning to relocate in the near future. I believe, and it's the same, that Ireland is the same as the UK in terms of what's happening. There's a lot of there's a lot of immigration or refugees, and I have no problem with refugees. I have no problem with people coming in. Ireland needs people. It's the 20th largest island in the world with a population of 7 million. People are saying Ireland is full. It's not full by any means, But when the government is spending money on refugees and neglecting the local population, then you can understand why people are angry. And Seascapes is reminding people that if you want to support this channel, click the link below, buy me a coffee. I would really, really appreciate it. I'm here for you. I do my level best to continue to, you see, when this channel first started, it was called Alpha Omega Daily. And I couldn't produce daily because it was producing daily on the big picture El Panorama, you see. And I decided to call it Alpha Omega occasionally and only upload videos when I felt something passionate. And that's what it is. And if I misquote statistics, I don't quote statistics. I give it from my own personal experience. A lot of people criticized me in the last video about tax, about what I said. But I did say this is my own personal experience, and I may be inaccurate in what I say. Sam's bully type. Okay, maybe I'm harsh, but was it a bit stupid there? Just let me know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean. I accept your criticism, but let me know what you mean by a bit stupid in relation to the tax, that is. I don't know. Patrick, hello, Patrick. Good morning from Denver, Colorado. It's good to have you. Well done. It must be about 9 o'clock in the morning there. It's 9:10 here in Bangkok, and it's hot and steamy. 21 people in the house, 14 likes. Click the like button, lads. Let me know that you appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Look, if you're in the humor for it, crack open one of these. Well, it doesn't have to be one of these. Patrick Pepper, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Colorado's a lovely old spot. Whoops, a daisy. So she's going off the bed there with the young lad, so we'll have a bit of peace and quiet. I'm going to dim the lights here. You see, here we go. Dim the lights here. So let me know, Jer's Hobby Mom, 6:12 here in 16:12. So it's 12 minutes past 4 in the afternoon in Norway. It's probably similar to Ireland, I'd say there as well. I met a girl from Norway here Monday. I'm not going to mention her name because of obvious reasons, because I don't want to say to you. She's living here on disability benefit from Norway, and Norway's a wonderful place for that it affords its citizens cradle to grave social welfare, and she's able to live in Thailand on her disability benefit. It's marvelous. I wish I had, but I wouldn't say that. Some people would say I have a disability, but I wish I had some kind of payment from Ireland that would enable me to live here without working, let's say. And this doesn't feel like work. This is a pleasure. It really is a pleasure. Seascapes, hit the like button. He reminds you, hit the like button. Hit the like button, please, lads. There's same as I gone to do. And Sam's Buddy Tree, have a good chat with a Dublin couple here earlier. Awesome. Oh, good for you. If you met a few people from Dublin, I haven't spoken to any Dubliners in a long time. You don't get that many Farang or Irish people, for that matter, here where I live, or any kind of foreigner here where I live. What is your take, or what do you think you'd like me to talk about in forthcoming videos? That's another thing. I don't search for videos. I don't look for topics. They come to me. Things that happen to me here, and things that affect me. Like the night that she left me for 2 nights. 2 nights. All because I parked my car incorrectly. And that's the truth. And you know, if you're Dutch, damn it. Hang on. Dutch, damn it. What is that? I don't understand. Dutch, damn it. But she left me because I parked my car incorrectly. It was more to do with the fact that how I reacted to her reaction to me parking my car incorrectly. And if you want to know what I mean is, I parked my car like that instead of like that. And it caused a problem because security took a photograph of it, sent it to her. She contacted me saying, park your car properly. I parked it properly, but it wasn't exact again. And there was war, and we had an argument when she came home, and I literally said, shut the F up, but the mosquito door was open, or was closed, but the main door was open, and people heard her, and she left. And she said, I can never come back there again because I've lost face. And she left for 2 days. Back to normal now, but it's still rocky. all because of losing face. But that's something you got to remember if you're married to a Thai woman. Losing face is a big deal here. So, and Seascape's just reminding you, if anyone wants to make a contribution to the channel based on the fact that I have been coasting along for the last 2 years, earning money from YouTube, because this is my main source of income. But now the tax business here is more to do with Google than it is to do with Thailand. They're sticklers. They're sticklers for bureaucracy. I'm registered for tax in the United States, in Singapore, and in Thailand. I've never been to Singapore, but I have had to furnish my tax declaration to Singapore in the last 48 hours, and they accepted it. But for Thailand, they didn't accept it, and I don't know why. So that's the situation I'm in. 30 people in the house, 18 likes. Just to fill you in on what we've been doing, this channel is developing and growing at a huge rate. We're over 6,000 subscribers, and I thank each and every one of you. It's a pleasure for me to bring you these videos. It really is. I'll just break there for a second. It sounds funny. Don't pay taxes. You see, I thought to myself earlier on this evening, why should anyone? I mean this. I understand that we have to pay taxes to provide for schools and education and infrastructure and all those things, but because I don't live in Singapore and I don't live in the United States and I pay tax to the United States, I don't derive any benefits from paying tax in Thailand whatsoever. So therefore, why should I do? Why should an entity take your money? I mean, but that's what it is. Somebody else is taking your money, and that's it just riles me up altogether. Emmett, hello, Emmett Walsh. Just display a Bitcoin address on a QR code, and folks can send you money directly. And I look into doing that. I didn't know that, but I tell you that Buy Me a Coffee is a great way to bypass Google. And I will tell you this for sure: don't put all your eggs in one basket when you're dealing with the likes of Google. Google controlled everything. Buy Me a Coffee is completely separate. You make a donation. If you make a donation to the super chat on YouTube, YouTube takes 30% of that. On Buy Me a Coffee, it's about 1 or 2%. Excuse me. And only in Asia. Hi, great catch you live. It's great to have you. Great to have you. Yes, indeed. It's great to have you. But I'm not the only one. I was watching Integrity Legal. That guy, that American guy, happens to be a Thai citizen. And he as well, he's an attorney, an American attorney. He as well said the same thing. He's not none of us are a fan of tax. But what effectively what it is, a separate entity, a group of people, elected group of people, let's say, have decided that you must pay them, and not necessarily. Okay, most of what most of the revenue they garner or they accumulate goes towards health and education and infrastructure and all the rest of it. But who knows where the rest of it goes? I'm not going to say anything about where I am, because you can't. You can get into trouble here for stuff like that. Let me just dim the light here to my side. 1 second. There we go. Make it a bit more intimate. There we go. That's a lot better. I won't go on too much about that because you get into all kinds of hassle. Sounds buddy, but the gig on you get alternative payment. So that's the alternative payment is Buy Me a Coffee. That's the alternative payment at the moment. Homestead taxation without representation. Yeah, there you go. That's, I mean, what is it? You're paying, I'm not going to use an expletive, but you're paying tax. I've registered for tax to the IRS 2 years ago. I've been paying 5% of my income to the IRS. For what? What do I get for that? absolutely diddly squat. What do I get? Why do it's a bullying tactic? There's another power that is taking money from you. I was going to try and think of a more flowery term to use, but that's what it is. Danny, our Thai authorities might crack down on YouTubers in the country with no Thai work permit. They probably will, but I'll tell you this: this is a thing. I'm married to a Thai, and my son is Thai, and I don't derive any benefit from that other than the fact that I can get an annual visa. I have to apply for a visa every year. But if a digital nomad, let's say, wants to get a work permit, how did they do it? Because there is no facility, there is no faculty, there's nothing available. I mean, to get a work permit in Thailand, you have to, or anywhere, you need to have an employer. So as a digital nomad, you're on contract. As a YouTuber, who do you work for? You don't. So how can you get? There is no work permit for a YouTuber. So how can you get a work permit? I passed by the very fine Royal Thai Police doing their breathalyzer checks on the Rashid Afzik Road every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night when I'm coming home from doing my videos, and they have a laugh and a joke with me. They all know me, and they all know what I'm doing. Danny or the Thai authorities might crack down. Yeah, a seascape Sam bodies tree true. Only in Asia. Congratulations on the YouTube plaque behind you. Which channel is that for? I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. That is for the Big Picture El Panorama. That's the sister channel of this channel. I have 138,000 followers on that channel. It's the Big Picture El Panorama. If you're not familiar with it, just go to the Big Picture El Panorama, and you'll see it. And thanks for mentioning that. I appreciate it. Jer's hobby man, due to the fact that I have paid taxes for many years, so now I get $3,500 a month Social Security and can move to Thailand next year when I turn 50. Well, I paid Social Security in Ireland for 20 years plus 30 years, but I don't qualify for a pension until I'm 66, and at the moment I'm 59. So I don't derive any benefit. And I did ask them for the paperwork to initiate that. And it's 22 pages of an application. There you go there. That's the Irish government state pension contributory. I have to apply. And if you're a refugee, you get it for nothing. There you go. That's the fact. And that's why a lot of Irish people are angry at the moment. And I can't say I blame them. But the Irish government have to follow the rules of the European Union. And therefore, we have to accept refugees and give them free accommodation, food and clothing and all that goes with that. And an Irish citizen, if I return to Ireland tomorrow with nothing, I would get nothing because I've lived outside the state for 12 months. I'd have to wait 6 weeks to apply for social welfare. But as a refugee, you get it straight away. I mean, you tell that to a Thai and they can't understand you because Thailand never signed up to the UN, the UN declaration on refugees. The Thais don't accept refugees. And, you don't get, let's say, Nigerian taxi drivers in Bangkok. Never. It's all Thai. They look after themselves. LK Bart, I've an important question. Who fitted the door handle behind you and why did they put it where they did? This door handle, this one here. Well, that's just a normal door. There's no, it's just, I don't know. Let me know. The guys who put up the plaque put it up crooked. These are guys in the condo building that are into the maintenance crowd. They put up that crooked. I don't know who fitted the door handle behind you. You're referring to that door handle there, I assume. It's probably distorted by the shadow or something like that. I don't know. Sans Body Tree, go on, contact the legit language school, non-B Tech 9 hours visa work deal. I'm married to a Thai. Too many years. Losers effed up the old system. Okay, Seascapes UK Bart, welcome. LK looks too close to the edge. Looks too close to the edge. It's just distorted because I'll show you. It's just distorted because she didn't close it up properly, I think. No, it's not. It's the shadow. It's the shadow. It's the shadow of the LGB light. If I move the LGB, I don't know. You see, there it is. You see that? Now look, that's different. So we've got, you can see it there now. So it's not too distorted. Bruce Davis, hello Seascapes, GTSU brother. Carlton, are you happy with the earnings? I'm over the moon. Well, I'm not over the moon. I'm happy with what I get off YouTube on a monthly basis. That's a fact. But the fact is that unless I suppose all this bureaucracy, I want to be compliant, but they don't tell you how to be compliant. They just tell you have to be compliant. But I'm happy enough. Bruce Davis, or Seascape says, Bruce Davis, LK Bart, mystery solved. There you go. So it's just shadows, So I was out and about in Bangkok last night, doing a video for the Big Picture El Panorama till all hours. Was out till 1:30. And it was most enjoyable. Bruce Davis, so do you know what to do about pay? I know that I have to supply a Thai residency tax certificate, I think it's called. But the problem with that is that I understand each part of it, but the first thing that I have to supply is a Thai tax registration number, and I don't have one. So how do I apply to be tax compliant? I have to have a tax registration number. It's the chicken and the egg thing. I don't know how the hell to do that. I have to find out. Carlton, hello, Carlton. We want girls from the market. I know. But guess what? I have to drive to Bansang tomorrow morning at about 5 o'clock. So I couldn't very well go out and do a video from the market tonight because she throw a wobbler. So I said to her, I'll do a live stream from here and we can reach a compromise. And that's what we've done. Bruce Davis, we'll see. You'll see so many. If you want to know about Bansang, I've got videos on this channel about Bansang. Our last trip to Bansang, I went around interviewing girls on the beach. Now this is going to be wonderful because these girls are real Thai office girls and this kind of working girl. When I say working girls, I mean proper working girls, and they're family oriented. It's a wonderful place. And you're going to we'll probably sit down and join them for a drink and on the beach and have a barbecue, join in on the fun, and you'll see what it's all about. It's wonderful. You'll see lots of girls, oodles of girls tomorrow, that's for sure. Sam's 123, loads of hot girls in Chiang Mai twiddling their thumbs. Gee whiz. A friend of mine, Brett Dev, said that to me. Brett Dev's a wonderful YouTube channel up there in Chiang Mai. He said that to me during the week, that I have to get myself up to Chiang Mai because there's girls abound. Obviously, Chiang Mai wouldn't have the volume of tourists that they have down here. Actually, Huig Wang doesn't have the volume of tourists as they have. Huig Wang is what they do, but they're all Chinese. I interview Chinese girls with ni hao. That's as Chinese as I get. But the Chinese girls are very, very receptive to Westerners. I can tell you that for nothing. I've had an experience with a Chinese girl recently. When I say recently, in the last 3 or 4 months, and she was 24, and no money changed hands, and you can have a beer with them. They're very, 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 very cordial, very friendly altogether. The Thai girls, a friend of mine came over here to visit me a few weeks ago, and he was astounded by the fact that he reckoned that most of the girls that he ran into wanted money. They were that was their main objective, was money. We want girls from the market. Carlton says, yeah, well, this is alpha omega occasionally. If I was doing a stream from the Big Picture, that's where we'd be. Bruce Davis, we'll see girls. You so much will. I guarantee you. And you see, the reason I'm so enthusiastic about this, because it's a change of environment. and the change is as good as the rest. You will see so many there tomorrow night. The place will be thronged. It'll be thronged with. They're all from Bangkok, but they're from all over Bangkok, and you won't get many Farang down there. There's no Farang in Ban Sang. There is no Farang in Ban Sang. They're all in Pattaya. You can actually see Pattaya in the distance. You see the lights of Pattaya in the distance. Most people wouldn't know about Ban Sang, and it's so close to Pattaya. And I say you'll see it. You'll see it for what it is. It's exactly like you got the beach road and you got the soys coming off beach road. It's exactly like it, but there's no bars at all. The hotel, the hotels don't even have bars. You buy your booze from the restaurants. I'm getting comments here from other YouTubers or from Big Picture. Someone replied to me about something on the Big Picture there. So where are we going there now, Carol? What about Western girls? I know this is just a bit of fun. This is just a bit of fun. Don't read that into this. This is the way we'd say it. I wouldn't spit in them if they were on fire. But that's not what I mean. I mean, I just said that for a bit of fun. Basically, I've interviewed loads of Western girls, and almost invariably I've had problems. They see the channel as sexualizing girls and all this baloney. You'd never hear that from a Thai girl. I interviewed a girl out there by the pool last night. If you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. Just an unassuming 23-year-old girl who's works for herself, her own online business, and she lives here alone. Absolutely level-headed girl, wonderful. Western girls, and she'd no issue with me asking her how old she was or what kind of guy she liked or whether or not she was single. No issue. But you ask a Western girl those questions, and they're prima donnas. They're entitled. Somebody said they're entitled. They're lost in their entitlement. That's what they are. That's my opinion. But I don't know if you agree with me or not. Gary Hobson is okay, fair enough. Or Jerry's Hobson, fair enough. Homesteader, do you recommend Thailand over the Philippines to live? I'd have to say that Bangkok is a lot safer than Manila. A lot safer. I don't know what the bureaucracy is like in the Philippines at all. I know the bureaucracy here is, you get snowed under with bureaucracy here. Someone there commented on, never marry a Thai girl. That's got 40,000 views. And that's when my wife left me. I made that video just after she got back with me. And that got 40,000 views. The Philippines, I don't know enough about it. I've been in Ho Chi Minh twice. I've been in Vientiane and Laos. I've been to Yangon. I've never been to Manila. I can just tell you that based on my experience in the other places, Bangkok is very, very safe and very Western orientated. You can enjoy yourself here, apart from the bureaucracy part of visas and bullshit like that. Where are we? Bruce Davis, got to start luring little Chinese. Yes, indeed. Is that start? Yes, it is. I've had consultations, let's say, with some Chinese girls. Oh my God, they're a different breed. All I know is ni hao. You have to say it like that. You can't say ni hao. You go ni hao, and they respond very, very well. Bruce Davis, so place your drive to tomorrow. Will any of the girls go back to a hotel with you? I doubt it very much, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm staying in a house. It's not a hotel. It's a guest house that we're renting out the whole place. Myself, my wife, and all our family are coming down. I'll be staying with the family, the in-laws. There's no way I'll be going to a hotel with any floozy, because Ban Sang isn't really like that. Although you could if you wanted to, but I suppose you could easily enough. Sam's Bodhi Tree, yeah, okay. Carlton, do you get annoyed by? Yes, I do. I get absolutely annoyed by Western women. I've a friend of mine, I'm not going to say it because it's racist. He made a comment. He didn't mean to be racist, he made a comment, but I'm not going to say it. But I'll just tell you this. Once you've been here, and you've been here long enough, you've been here 11 years, Western women are just tiring. They're like a stone in your shoe. I just wouldn't bother. It's the attitude. It's not the girl. It's the attitude. Somebody mentioned they are entitled. They feel that they're entitled. Thai women are not entitled. They don't give you that impression at all. And by the way, Thai women, their skin is so smooth and squishy. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I do get annoyed by Western women, Carl. Bruce Davis, more Leo. Here we go. I've been drinking Leo all night long. I was talking to a friend of mine in Perth in Australia. And we went through, I started with an Asahi. I don't like it at all. I think that's overrated. This is called Asahi Dry. It's not my cup of tea at all. The Watch Wally, Thailand, better infrastructure, nicer food. Philippines, poor infrastructure outside of the major cities. Crap food, but the people are wonderful. I think I tend to agree with you on that. Bruce Davis, haha. Peter Olsen, hello, Peter. Trust me, guys, when you do anything in Thailand, you can do anything in trust me, guys, you can do anything in Thailand. In Thailand, when you have dollars. But isn't that true for the whole world, really? Carlton, haha. Sam's Bodhi tree. Western women are stoning my shoe. Yeah, well, they are. I'm going to get a Leo. I'm going to get a Leo. Hang on. If you want to contribute to the Leo Fund, click the link below. It's in the description. Buy me a coffee. I'd really appreciate it. I really would. I'd love to bring you these videos from the bottom of my heart. I'm passionate on this channel. Let me go. I'm passionate about going to the fridge to get a Leo as well. You see, one of the frustrating things for me is that I'm only a 10-minute walk from Wig Wang Night Market. A 10-minute walk to a place where some of the most beautiful girls in the world go every night. You know, and you find it's amazing. It's amazing. This is Homesteader. What will $4,000 for a pension each month get you in Thailand? You can live like a king. You can live like a king. $4,000 is over 100,000 Thai baht, well over 100,000 Thai baht. Excuse me. You can live in an apartment here for a Thai style 6,000 Thai baht a month, and a very, very luxurious one like to this. My wife bought this, but a 30-something square meter apartment with a gym and 24-hour security. Not that you need it, and a swimming pool, 15,000 Thai baht. So if you've got 100,000 Thai baht, you're on the pig's back. You'll have anything you want here, and you'll live the life of Riley. So that's the truth. Seascapes, reminding you, if you want to click the link below to buy me a coffee, please do. It equates to buy me a Leo. But I tell you one thing, it'll get me out of a hole. I'll tell you why it get me out of a hole. Because I came back to start this live stream, and I just came back with 2 extra Leo because I've had a few Leo just to top up what I had in the fridge. And my wife was, because she does, that's what wives do. She got on to me. She said, because she asked me to bring Harry to McDonald's today on the way home from school, but Harry's gone to McDonald's every day for the last week. And I objected to bringing McDonald's because I said it's too expensive. And she gets on, it's too expensive to go to McDonald's, but it's not too expensive to buy Leo, you see. There you go. That's what you have to deal with. That's what you have to deal with. You can't live with them. You can't live without them. So click the Leo Fund, lads. Leo Fund. There you go. This is probably one of the most drinkable beers in the world, bar none. And I'm from Ireland. And I mean, we know our stuff. That's one of the most drinkable beers in the world. Carlton, rather buy you a Leo. Great guy. Thank you, Carlton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much indeed. I don't like talking about this. But the fear of my main source of income being cut off oh my God. Imagine yourself until you satisfy these tax things, which I'm trying to do, but I don't know how to do it. I presume I'll do it eventually. The Watch Wally, 4,000 a month, anything you want, including an early grave. Well, yeah, you can't control yourself. All about self-control if you live in Thailand. Well, that's true. If you $4,000 a month, you have the money to do anything you want and have a lot of change to spare. And that's a very valid point. Watch what you could drive yourself to an early grave because you can get anything you want for that money. And that's the truth. There's no doubt about it. Thailand is one of those places, money talks everywhere, but here it's available. all the time. Just look at any of my videos on the Big Picture Out of Panorama, the girls I speak with. I know this from experience. Seamus Doherty wouldn't mind giving the Philippines a shot. Well, I suppose if I had my chance again, if I just left Ireland and just wondering where to go, I might have had a look at the Philippines. But based on what I heard, I think Bangkok or Thailand, well, Bangkok in particular, Thailand still has it for me. I wouldn't like to live in Pattaya. I've said that a million times because you're living in a place where it's just in your face all the time. And I wouldn't like it in my face. I have it in my face all the time at Wigwam Night Market. You wouldn't believe what that place is like. You wouldn't believe what it's like at 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, God damn. It's just incredible. Again, if you have the money, you drive yourself to an early grave. That's for sure. Danny Orr, the court system in the West is completely favoring women too. I know that from experience. I know that. That's without a doubt. I won't get into that, but that's 100,000,000% true. Pulsar, good to have you. Leo is more healthy than McDonald's for grown-ups. Oh, there you go. I did object to bringing my son to McDonald's again today for the umpteenth time this week, and she got on. She said, "You can't bring it to McDonald's, but you can buy Leo." What the hell? Come on, what the hell? Gee whiz. Homesteader, 4K here in the US eating beans out of a can. It's the same in Ireland. You wouldn't get much change out of $4,000 living in Dublin. Sure, it's 3,000 just for your rent for a 40 square meter apartment in Dublin. €3,000. That's just over $3,000, and then you got to live on $1,000 for the rest of the month. You're exactly right. So why live in the West? The West is just too expensive. That's just the start of it. It's too expensive. The women don't even go there. I mean, honestly, if there's any Western women watching this, you learn a lot from just watching the way Thai women are trying to understand the way Thai women operate or East Asian women operate. Western women, and I'm not trying to be argumentative here. I'm not trying to start something here, but I just tell you that Western women I just don't know. Wouldn't touch. If there's any Western women watching, I'm sorry. I apologize, but I wouldn't touch you with a barge pole. It's Thai women all the way. My wife cuts my toenails, and I know this will hurt you if you're a Western woman. My wife cuts my toenails while I drink beer and watch TV. I'll say that again. Western women. My Thai wife cuts my toenails while I drink beer and watch TV. So there you go. You try that with a Western woman and see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong. Pulsar, Lee was more healthy. Homester, 4K. Okay, Sammy's buddy. Homester, yes. And Sam's buddy, 3, low. But I get on me hobby horse when it comes to stuff like that. You know, I would love a Western woman to come on the stream now and try to defend I interview girls in the street and they're eating their dinner on the street, and guys in the States and everywhere else said, if you put a microphone in a girl's face while she's eating her dinner in the West, she'd call the police. But here they greet you with a smile, and it's wonderful. Hello, do you mind talking? Blah 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 blah. And I say, what are you eating? It's just the attitude of Western women is just, and I love the fact that I won't have to engage with Western women as long as I live in Thailand, because again, there are exceptions, but generally speaking, Thai women are orientated towards men, and they behave like women. Western women are orientated towards their entitlement, and they behave like self-entitled prima donnas. That's probably not the best description, but there you go. Did I just start something here? I don't know if I did. I don't know if people agree with me or not, but I wouldn't be enamored by or not never by Western women at all. Any Western woman I interviewed a number of Western women for the Big Picture Out Panorama. I interviewed three Western girls in one day. Two of them were together, and one was separate. Okay, one was from Colombia, and the other two were from France. I interviewed them, and I told them I have my credentials here. I don't know where I put them, with the channel logo, QR code. I told them all about it to start with, and they agreed to be interviewed. But when I got home and I was editing the video, I had an email, because my email address is in the description. Please remove us from the video. You're sexualizing women, and we don't want to be any part of a channel like this. I had never, ever got any comment like that from a Thai girl. So yes, Western women are entitled, and they can go and do what they want to do, because I'm in a place where women appreciate men. There you go. And men appreciate women. And you can say things to women here. In other words, talk directly. You can say, you've nice legs, you've nice hair, you've nice eyes, without getting into trouble. Horrible business. Hang on, I've got to catch up here. Make the move to Thailand, mate. You'll never look back. That's for sure. That's for sure, Seascapes. Excuse me. Sans Body Tree. 2 mojitos and a joint for $6. 7 to 2 beers, $3, $10. Good vending, very good. Horrible business. The Watch Wally. Dan R. The Me Too movement has done a lot for damage. The Me Too movement, yes. I won't go into that. But if you had a Me Too movement for men, you know what I mean. It's fucking ridiculous. Homester, yes, I will sell my house and make the move to Thailand. Nothing left here in the USA for me. I've heard that so many times. I've heard it so many times. The Watch Willie sounds like a plan, Homester. Seascapes out of the wild, pretty weird dude. Penguin, hello. 100% agree. Western women are horrible. I'll be in Bangkok next month for I can't read that because it's underneath the thing. Time. I can't wait. I'm 30 years old. You're making the move at a great time. Forget about Western women. Forget about them. They are such, I swear to God, they are so, we'd say in Ireland, they have their heads up their asses. You'd probably say that in the States as well. And if any Western women are watching, please make a comment. Please make a comment. I'd really like that. And let's see how long you last. Okay. So, Courtney, do you go with never. I've got yellow fever. That's the comment I didn't want to make because it sounds racist, but it's not meant to be. It's meant to be complimentary. I have had some wonderful conversations with Thai girls. One who was similar to my age, she's 54. I had a conversation with her last night, and it was most refreshing and intriguing and alluring and wonderful conversations I've had with a female in a long time, and she was Thai. And you'd never have that conversation with a Western woman. Oh, God. Oh, don't get me started. I've already started, so what can I do? Carlton, do not go Western women. Yes, indeed. But I'm looking, I wait for a Western woman to come onto this stream. Come on, bring it on. Out of the wild, the rich moving to Switzerland, so why should not people on benefits move to Thailand? I say make the move. Yes, indeed, make the move. You should. Penguin, go get him, champ. Good man, Sans buddy. Yellow fever for first timers. Yes, for first timers. But my Thai wife does everything for me. It's like the way it was in the 1950s, let's say, or 1940s. In the West. Now I'm going to say something that could be termed as I don't know. Look, put it this way. I don't want to sound in any way insulting to anybody, but my father had a book in a bookcase in the house back in Dublin when I was a kid, and it was called Car. This was on the front cover. Car driving in 2 weeks. It was learning how to drive. Car driving in 2 weeks, even for your wife. I thought that was absolutely wonderful. I don't mean to be derogatory. I don't mean, but I'm hoping that a Western woman is watching this stream and hears that and is aggravated enough to make a comment. Car driving in 2 weeks, even for your wife. How about that? How about that? There was a great 9 o'clock news. It was not the 9 o'clock news, a comedy. Ron Atkinson, Mr. Bean. He actually was part of this comedy thing on BBC years and years ago. And one of the sketches they did was it was totally male chauvinist. And this woman was up in court, and the charge was driving a car whilst being a woman. Driving a car whilst being a woman. And that was supposed to be a crime. I think it should be a crime, but I'm only joking. But there you go. So there you are, driving a car whilst being a woman. Favor, I keep the shopping cart moving fast in Tesco. Okay, and Seamus Doherty, 2080 Europe will be fully. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. But I don't know how quick it's going to be. But I was talking to a guy on Skype there a few years ago in Milan. And when I spoke to him, he had his window open, he could hear the bells of the church. And then after he'd gone for a long time, and after COVID, I was speaking to him within the last 6 months, and I heard Allah Harakba, the call to prayer, instead of the bells. So, and that's in Milan, in Italy. So I agree with you. So where are we there? So now in the crap. I'm speaking, sorry. Sam's buddy at, okay, Seamus Doherty, fact, as Seascape says, fact. So I hope you don't think I'm being derogatory or I'm trying to generate any degree of, caustic comments or whatever. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to say it as it is. I didn't have a set agenda for this stream, because this is what it's all about. It's all about passion. It's all about what you believe. I just think there's no place. I'll put it this way. There's no place in Thailand for Western women. There you go. I'll say that again. There's no place in Thailand for Western women. Sorry, for Western women with their attitudes. There you go. There's no place in Thailand for Western women with their Western attitudes. Leave your Western attitude at home, Western women. There you are. Do you agree or not agree? There you are now. So it's wonderful. I just say it again. It's wonderful to be here. I do my level best to bring you quality videos on this channel. In other words, things that affect me. And I find that if it affects me, it may affect you, because I'm like you. I'm an expat living in Thailand. Sainsbury Tree, preaching to the choir, the choir. Well, I do my very best. It's not a preach. I just share with you my passion or my feeling. Do you see this thing here? I was talking to a friend of mine today. Just I'm not changing this. So we're talking about women. Okay, this is a Tascam. It's what is it? DR05X, whatever that means, and that is a digital recorder. And I have over 1,000 videos on the big picture El Panorama. I interview about 7 girls a night. So let's say 7,000 Thai girls have held that in their hand. 7,000, and it's never been washed. 7,000 Thai girls have held that in their hand. What would you think if I raffled that off? How about that? That's the real McCoy, by the way. I have a sticker on the back to keep the battery door on. But you'll see in every single video on the big picture El Panorama, the girls, I'll hand this to the girls and they'll hold this and they'll talk. One guy thought it was a taser. As it has an appearance, but it's got 2 microphones on it. Blah, 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 blah. I might auction that off in the future because it's an icon, I think, of the big picture El Panorama. It's a great yoke. We say yoke in Ireland. It's a great thing. It does its job. The Woody Watch lived in Ekamai back in the 2000s. Great soy, far enough away from the action, but it had its own unique vibe. I think Ekamai is a great place to live. Expensive though, very expensive. Laz, hello to you. My texts aren't going through, but I bought you a few coffees. Be well. Got to hit the road. Thank you, Laz. You're very welcome. You're a saint. You're a saint. I really appreciate you. And it's great. I'll talk to you again on Skype during the week. It's great to have a chat. I was talking to Laz for over an hour and a half, shooting the breeze. He's a great man to know. He's in Oklahoma. Carlton D, do not clean it. Okay. Oh, I won't clean it. No, I won't clean it. If I auction that off, it's as it is. You can probably see the fingerprints of the last night I was using that in the market. That has never been cleaned at all. That is the real McCoy. I mean, look, it's the battery, the memory card door is still open. That's the real deal. You'll see it. Look, I had a piece of paper there when that gauzy thing went on because it was sticky. I put paper on it and I pulled the paper off. So you'll get it as it is. I can do this in reverse. You'll get it as it is. That has been held by thousands of girls in Wigwam Night Market, and it would be a great memento if you want for your mantelpiece or wherever you want. So there you go. That may be auctioned off in the near future. Let me know if you think that would be interesting. That's the Tascam digital recorder, and the money that I get from the auction will go towards upgrading it. So there you go. But it's a win-win situation. Hang on. Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is, lads. There you go. Seascape's Laz out. Okay. Thanks again, Laz. I don't have a phone. It's not a phone. It's a digital recorder. Not that you have a digital recorder fetish either, but just the fact that it's been held in the hands of some of the most beautiful women in the world. You never know. Home leader, I like that you are no bullshit and say the way it is. So many YouTubers are politically correct and they want to be liked by everybody. All I just tell you is I always say it the way it is. I just say what I feel. And that's what it is. I don't mean to be derogatory. I don't speak derogatory about people. I believe everyone's entitled to do what they want to do. The Taoiseach of Ireland, we say Taoiseach, we don't say Prime Minister, because in Gaelic, Taoiseach is the chief. But we say in English, the Taoiseach of Ireland, or the Prime Minister of Ireland, is a gay Indian. He just retired recently, but his father was from India, and he's gay. He's married to a man. I have no issue with that. I love the fact that I'm Irish because we're allowed. We accept everybody. But I don't want to accept opinionated girls, or let's say entitled girls from women from Europe and the Americas and the West and Australia and that. They can go and shove it up their whatever, their entitlement. Take it with you wherever you want to go. Go and live on the Greek island of Lesbos, because that's where the name lesbian came from, Lesbos. Go off to Lesbos and go off and do your thing. Because real men want real women, not entitled individuals, let's say. Homesteader, I like that you sounds like the watch while he lived in I know that area, Prakong, for the Tascam coup. Feckin' tanks on the street. Yeah, I wasn't here then. But I've read up about it. I've heard a bit about it. Seascapes, sniff it. Yes, I'll sniff it again. Yep, I can smell perfume from that. I can. I'm not joking. I had it out. I was doing this. Oh, less than 24 hours ago. I was there at 2:00 in the morning. So that's what. 20 hours ago. That was in the hands of some of the most beautiful girls in the world. So cracking me up. Thank you very much indeed. Out in the wild, the Thai girls are golden retrievers. Oh well, whatever you like yourself. You're never going to get the perfect scenario wherever you go, But at least I can tell you, I had a lovely conversation with a Thai girl last night. And it was so far removed from a conversation over the Western girl. Jesus, I tell you. But you see, I'm not saying anything. Oh, well, I am. The majority of the subscribers, I'd say I know this. 97.5%. I'm scratching myself. I got bitten by a mosquito. Must have been a female. Must have took offense. But 97.5% of my subscribers are male on the big picture of Panorama. The rest are lesbians. Well, that's just a joke. They'd have to be. But because it's very male orientated. This channel is male orientated by default because it talks about expats living in Thailand. How many female expats come to live in Thailand for the same reasons we do? Probably none. You know, so that's probably why there's no ladies replying to my rant. You see, this has turned into a rant, and this is what I do on the videos on this channel. It's a rant. And did the girls ever give you their underwear? Yeah, they did. You asked the question, and I'm telling you the truth. And Seascapes will back this up. All Seascapes has to do is say yes, because I told him this today. I won't tell you the story because I want to stay married. But there's a story. There is a story. How would I do this? There is a story where a girl gave me her underwear. I didn't want it. God, will I say this on YouTube? No, I won't. I can't say it on YouTube. If you want to know, drop me an email. I'll tell you the story. I'll write the story up and I'll send it to you for $100. I'm joking. Because, well, maybe I don't know. But you put it, answer your question. A girl has given me her underwear. There you go. And Seascapes is saying yes, because he knows the story. But if you want me to tell the story, I tell you what, I don't know how many buy me a coffees I've had. Okay, no, I'm not going to tell. No, that's not worth any amount of buy me a coffees. No, it's not. But that you've asked the question. I've answered the question. Seascapes has backed it up. Yes, I've heard something buzzing there. It's a phone somewhere, is it? The door is open, so now I can't say anything because I get my head chopped off. But yes, the answer to that question is 100% yes. So make sure you click the like button, lads. Make sure you know where you are. It's Alpha Omega occasionally. This is Bangkok. We're live in Bangkok on this Friday night, and it's great to have you all along. We've been on for the last hour and 1 minute, and we've lots more time to go. So thank you very much. So basically, we're going a little bit off the rails here when it comes to what we've been talking about. I'm just making sure that I'm closing tabs here that I don't need. But basically, anything that I say on this stream is from the heart. It's from, hang on, am I still there? Yeah, I'm still there. Anything I say on this stream is from the heart, it's from passion. It's not meant to be aggressive. It's not meant to be derogatory. It's not meant in any way to be disrespectful. But it's just the way I feel. And I think that anybody is entitled to air their opinion in any way they want. And if I have an issue with Western women, and their attitude, I'm entitled to that opinion. Whether or not it doesn't sit well with some is up to them. But if they have an opinion on another thing, if it doesn't sit well with me, what can I do about it? It's their opinion. This is my opinion, and it's based on my life experience. Western women, you might as well stay where you are. Don't bother us here in the East because your attitude isn't welcome. Girls, what is the difference between advantages of the elite visa versus the pension in time? I'll answer that. Yeah, that's a very good question. The elite visa costs a fortune. I don't know how much you need to have, and I could check it up there, but I'd say costs a fortune. But the elite visa gives. I honestly, is it 10 years? I'm not sure. You just buy the visa. The retirement visa, you have to have 800,000 Thai baht in your bank account, and you don't get any major benefits from that. Or you get your visa, but you can't work. I really don't know enough about it. I just told you what I know about it. I can't elaborate much more on it. But if I had the choice I'd probably go for the elite visa. I think you do benefit more from it. That's why, obviously, the clue is in the name, elite. Where are we here? Yes. I would have sniffed. Oh, out in the wild, I would have sniffed and gave it back if I was married. Excuse me. Sounds pretty. Gareth Hollywood. Better to have 800,000 and you keep it. That's the thing. I've on the marriage visa, it's 400,000. I've got 400,000 Thai baht in the bank account, and it's always going to be there. It's all. I mean, that's it. It's always going to be there if I want to keep my visa, and if everything goes belly up, it works out at $12,000. It won't get you very far, but at least it might get you started somewhere else, you know. And at least if you got an online persona like this, and I do teaching online as well. I have a daytime gig teaching English online. Keeps the wolf from the door. If you, for my money, you need, if you want to have an online persona on YouTube, you probably got better off having a second income as well, because YouTube can be, you know, fickle. So that's it. Out in the wild, Jers hobby better to have. Carlton, will the concept of visa ever disappear in the future? That's a very, very good question. That's a very, very good question. I probably thought about this as well. You know, if you look, there's time-lapse videos on YouTube about the borders of countries changing over the last 500 years. Countries that existed, as we all know, 50 years ago don't exist now, and everything changes. I would probably say that in some time in the future, you might have continental administrations kind of thing, and visas generally may disappear, I'd say, because you know, the world is for us all. We were born on the planet. We were born. You might disagree with me. We're all born on the planet. So why has one, and I use the term entity, why has one entity got the right to determine your movement? I mean, that's true though, when you think about it. You're born on the fucking planet, and people with power curtail your movement. You've got the right to go. You should have the right to go anywhere on the planet that you were born on, without fear of being punished for overstaying or anything. That's bullshit. The world belongs to you. The world belongs to me, and everything that is in it belongs. You are part of it. You're an anatomical being. You know this. You're anatomical. My grandfather could be in that can of beer, because atoms are never destroyed. So when you die, your atoms just go everywhere. You know, if you take a deep breath, you're inhaling the atoms of whatever was in the environment at the time, and they could have been part of something else or someone else. So why is it that a government or whatever can determine where you roam, or where you reside, or where you dwell on the planet? Because it belongs to us. I've got a few Leos, and that's what happens. I go on like this, and I apologize. But there you go. I hope it's entertaining. Well, the concept, that's a very, very good question, Carlton. Really good question. How did you manage to gain the budget you brought on your arrival? Oh, well, I was lucky. I was the place I was born was a very famous place in Ireland. I won't go into details. A very famous house. And when my mother died, she left the house to myself, my brother, and my sister. And I got 1/3 of the value. I just come out of a really messy divorce. And I took my money and hightailed it over here. There you go. That's how I did it. Carlton, we had that. How did you? And Sans Buddies tree buy. I presume you mean buy, BYE, buy. Well, it's okay. Bye if you're gone. But listen, I don't want to be controversial. Do I want to be controversial? Probably yes. By virtue of the fact that I say the things that are on my mind, by default, I'll be controversial. And there's no point in breathing. And as my countryman Oscar Wilde would say, there's no point unless you're prepared to be controversial. And as he said, there's only one thing worse than being talked about, and that's not being talked about. And that's for sure. The washing machine's on spin. She's going to get me to hang out the washing in a minute. That is like amber nectar, as Paul Hogan would say about Foster's beer back in the 80s. Amber nectar. We've got 43 people in the house, 32 likes. Click the like button, lads. If you haven't donated to the Leo Fund yet, click the link below. Buy me a coffee, and I'll continue to be as controversial as I can. Well, it's not as controversial as I can. It's as controversial as I am. And that's the way it is. Where are we? Sammy's put tree. The washing machine is on spin. It is. You can hear it. It's on spin. And I did say that Thai women are completely refreshingly different to European women, but she still will ask me to hang out the washing outside. And the thing about it is here, we haven't any space out here. You can't hang the washing in view of other people because they don't like it. Thais are like that. I mean, there's good things and bad things about living in Thailand, and hanging out the washing in a condo place. We're not out of a kitchen here. There's no kitchen here because the wannabe Thais that live here don't like the smell. So you have to buy all your food outside, street food. Yeah, the washing machine's on spin. It didn't chime, so it's not completely finished yet. Oh, I've got more Leo in the fridge. I'm going to pop off and get me a Leo. You can click the link below and buy me a coffee. Well, they should change that to buy me a Leo. No, I should change that to buy me a Leo. Oops, daisy. I've got to drive the band saying she never gives me any information. She never gives me any information at all. I don't know what time I'm going to band saying tomorrow morning. Seascapes was just remind you, buy me a coffee. Come on, lads. Get a roll. Oh, excuse me. There we go. I'll be roaming the beach of Bansang tomorrow, looking for some beautiful girls to engage with using our taser, as somebody said. You know, come here, and we will add a few pieces of DNA to our recording device, and we will auction this off as in the near future. God damn, as I say quite a lot from the big picture. Jerry's hobby man, even though we are all born on the earth, we must have laws and rules. Well, you see, this is the thing. You know, if you want to bring it to its logical conclusion or argument, you know, we have to have laws and rules, because to live as an individual isn't sustainable. You can't do it. You have to live by a certain set of rules. So basically speaking, none of us are completely free, because we agree to live in a community or a society. We have to live by the laws and rules of a society. So we're not free. And it's comforting to know that, because if you lived on your in a place where there are no rules, God knows how long you'd last. But having said that, you know, there are parts of this world where I'd like to be, but I may be prevented from being there long term because of the fact that there are institutions and blah 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 there that will prevent me from doing that. And I ask myself the question: why is that? Why should that be? Like, why should it be? I'm not saying that it shouldn't be, but why should it be? It's just a question I have in my mind. Bruce Davis, I'm going to buy me a Leo 2, not too early to drink here in Portland, Oregon at 8:12 a.m. Do you know something? You should get an Irish passport. You really should. Because that's Irish logic. You know, who gives a damn? There's early houses in Dublin that open up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Or is it 6? I think it's 6. 6 o'clock in the morning, just for this purpose. They're called early houses. They're in Dublin. Pulsar, what do you think about... Oh, come here. I'd say they're almost better. I tell you, this is not Camaro. I was in Yangon about 3 or 4 months ago, and I felt that the girls in Yangon had a much more. Oh, they were very well disposed towards Westerners, even more so than the Thais. The Thais have been exposed to Westerners for 40, 50 years since the Vietnam War, let's say. But the girls in Myanmar just seem to be a lot more. English was more widely spoken. Obviously, it's a former British colony. English was more widely spoken, and the girls were just so more receptive, very receptive. I felt that Myanmar was a little bit more lawless than Thailand in terms of. It just felt like that. But when we traveled around, you could see the military presence. There was myself. She went to a temple. It was a religious day. I won't go into detail. She went off to temples with the people on the package tour. I hate package tours. Package tour. And myself and Harry were left on the bus. And there was one town we went to. Myself and Harry got off the bus and just went for a walk. And I saw a kid with a t-shirt and shorts with a rifle or a machine gun or whatever. Harry said it to me. He's got a gun. That's Myanmar at the moment. But I don't know why I went on about that. But that's what we saw. If Harry was here, he's going to see me tell you that himself. Where are we going to buy me? Bruce Davis, other wise people would get out of control if there were no laws. Yeah, that's true. You see, we need to have it. We need to have it to survive. But you see, that's the problem, you see. We are prisoners of society. We are never completely free. And, people say, I'm free. You're not free because you live by the rules of society. But the problem is, especially in the United States, from what I see on YouTube, is that the police who are policing it's absolutely incredible what I see. I've seen people dragged out of their cars for not producing ID. I won't go into everything, but I watch a lot of this stuff. I said, what the hell? The land of the free, the home of the brave, and the people that are entrusted with upholding the law are abusing. I wouldn't say abusing the law, but I don't know. What's going on in the USA? What is going on in the USA where the police can manhandle people, and that's using a polite term, if they don't comply with their unjustified requests. That's what I've seen. It's the same everywhere. But we have to live by these rules and regulations, because to live, as you say, Bruce, things will get out of control, and we couldn't have that. So there's nothing perfect. There's no perfect society. Look at Singapore. It's a meritocracy. It's not a democracy. Pulsar, what do you think about camera? We have that. And Bruce, Buddy 3K. You have to elaborate on that. I don't know what you mean by K. But excuse me. I am appalled. I'm disappointed by what's happening in the United States. And people are telling me it's a meltdown. I think it's just gone crazy altogether. And I'm disappointed because Irish people and Americans were part of the same. 36 million Americans are of Irish descent. So we feel I just feel very disappointed. Girls, yes, you are prevented from settle anywhere in the world, but then fanatical Muslims would also have the right to settle wherever they want. How do you think it would have gone with Europe then? I think that one of the things that drives me, I don't want to say this because I don't want to be taken up the wrong way, but I'm going to say it. I lived in a Muslim country for a year. I lived in the UAE for a year. If you go to Saudi Arabia, you have to live by their rules. If Muslims, and I mean Muslims, if Muslims come to the West, they live by their rules. They don't have to live by our rules. Now, I'm not saying that they should or whatever, but there's this that drives me nuts. That drives me nuts. That they can dictate. They can dictate the way. I was a teacher in a Muslim school for 3.5 years here in Bangkok, and 3-year-olds were covered. And I said to myself, would you cover a flower? Why would you cover a flower? I thought it was despicable. And if you want to know, I shouldn't speak religion on YouTube, should I? Oh, God damn. But I asked a Muslim. I said, not that I think Catholicism is bullshit. I think religion is bullshit in general, because it is, of course it is. So, but I asked a Muslim about Ramadan and not eating after sunset, you see, and not eating before sunset. But I asked him a very logical question. This is during the summer in the Northern Hemisphere. I said, in the summer in the Northern Hemisphere, what happens if you live in the north of Norway where the sun doesn't set? You just don't eat? I mean, did himself, I won't say the word because I don't want to insult anyone, did himself include that in your holy book, blah, 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 blah? No, because he didn't know about it. Because you know what I mean? So then, but the reply I got was that if you live in a northern country during Ramadan and the sun doesn't set, you can eat at a time where the sun does set to the closest place where the sun does set. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. No, I'm not going to get. Why did I get into this? I don't know. Jersey, yes, you're prepared. Sorry, Camera. Cambodia. Well, I know Camera. Sorry, I beg. Cambodia. I was in Cambodia, and I think Cambodia is a lot more lawless than Thailand. That's my impression. The broke teacher in the USA, Western feminists and woke mates. They're critical about Madame. Okay, I got you now. Yes, Madame Butterfly. Western men have been attracted to Asian women like forever. Yes. And I just say that Asian women, and I know C's case will agree with me on this, they have the most soft skin. My wife hasn't got her hair on her body. She doesn't have to shave her legs. Western women, listen to this. I've got a Thai wife and she doesn't have to shave her legs. Beat that. So there you go, because she doesn't have. Keep it real. Hi, Dave, Harry, and all, plus the missus. Thank you very much, Tim. Good to have you along. I'm being a bit controversial, but I've got a few beers and it's letting it rip. I'm letting it rip, whatever way it goes. Socially pattern. Oh, good to have you along. I believe in authority. Authority is ridiculous. People are just people. Why do other people have the right to rule over? Yeah, I agree with you 100%. 100%. I was thinking about this driving Harry to school this morning. And I think like things like this. Why do people have the right to rule over other people? I mean, come on. And we all sign up to it, you know. And this is the old taxing thing as well, you see. Someone has the right to take your money and you subscribe to that. You allow them to take your money. Regardless of what they're taking your money for, they're taking your money without your consent. That's the truth. That's what tax is. It's a verb, taxing. It's a taxing experience. That's why tax is called tax, because it is a taxing experience. And you hit the nail on the head. It hit the nail on the head there. It really did. Keep it real. Can Harry say hi, guys? Well, he's asleep inside with his mother. He was on. If you backtrack to the start of the video, Harry was on at the very start before he went to sleep. He's a little soldier. Be off down to Saen. We're going to Saen, Tim, tomorrow at about 5 o'clock in the morning to drive her and her family. The whole shooting match going down. The whole lot of them. But I'll be skimming off. She won't care about me because she'll be with the family. I'll be recording videos and doing live streams from the beaches of Saen all afternoon, tomorrow afternoon and daytime. I'm really looking forward to it. Getting out of Bangkok for 24 hours. Wow. I still have a video for Big Picture at Panorama to load. I started it at 12:30 last night. And in the video, I won't tell you why I started so late, but I won't tell you why I started so late. But if she's watching, hello. Okay, so socially patterned effect. The belief in authority is ridiculous. People are just people. So why do other people have the right? I read that before, but that is so true. The belief in authority is ridiculous, but it's drummed into you from the very minute you're born. And only a lot of people never realize this. They just accept it that authority exists, and they are an authority over you, and they control your life, and they tell you what to do and what you can't do, and you subscribe. And that's what taxation is as well. It's all mixed up in it. So really and truly, why do we allow this to happen? But you see, you can't live as an individual. You can't. It's impossible. What you want to do? Go off on an island or go off to a forest and be an individual, or do, what's it? Sealand. If you want to Google this, there's an independent state called Sealand. It's on an old oil rig structure off the coast of the United Kingdom, and they've declared independence. And I think it's a population of 14 people. And they are an independent state, but they're not recognized. But it's called Sealand, Sealand. You can Google it. And they've just gone off and done their own thing. But I find that there's great benefits of living in a society, but you have to surrender. You have to live by the rules. And there you go. And you basically were governed by the powers that be. And I won't go into much detail on what goes on where I am, but you know what I mean. If you can read between the lines, I don't know. Keep it real. Can Harry say, oh, yes, you can. How do you anarchy for all? I wouldn't say anarchy. I wouldn't say anarchy. Anarchy is worse. But to have some form, you see, of utopia, there's no such thing as utopia. Democracy isn't the best solution. Meritocracy isn't the best solution. Socialism, communism, whatever, are not the best solutions. There is no best solution. And we always have to strike the happy medium. But democracy is great until they make a decision that you don't like. So you have to live with the decision or the will of the majority, and you might be in the minority. Just look at the British and Brexit. A large minority of British people didn't want to leave the European Union, but they just had to do it. See, because the majority said yes. There you go. We have to leave. Keep it real. If she's watching, hello. Love it, Dave. Thank you very much indeed. You know what I mean. I met a girl in market, on Monday on one of the live streams. She was a 54-year-old, and she's just become a very good friend. And we had a nice few conversations, plural, over the last few days. So no, just conversations. Socially patterned defect. Anarchy means anarchy just means no ruling classes. You see, if there were no ruling classes, imagine what the ruling classes would do? I see Ferraris, Lamborghinis in the market down here, and they're part of the ruling classes here. Again, I won't go into any details because I want to still be here tomorrow. Con Bob, is it Con Bob? Hello, how are you, Bruce Davis? Cheers, mate. I got me a Heineken. Well, okay. So cheers to you. There we go. Okay. The washing machine's on spin. If I don't sort that out, it'll be fecked altogether. Maybe, no, it's just going through a cycle. It's not on spin yet. Bruce Davis, Bruce Davis. So I've got me my appointment for April 11th for my passport, and then once I get it, I'll fly there. Well, I hope to see you. And it'll be great to have a beer with you. They don't have Leo at 7-Eleven here. Well, I've got a mate in Australia, in Perth, Australia, and he can get Leo there. But Australia's just over there. Well, it's not right. It's I don't know. It's a bit closer. I'm going to turn off the aircon because I'm getting an awful cold draft on my back. 1 second. There you go. Whoops a daisy. Here we go. That's better, lads. 48 people on board, 37 likes. Keep the likes, keep clicking the likes. Keep it's hard to say. I'll admit it. If I want to give you, hard to say, I'll show you an array. Hard to say, I'll show you an array. There we go. There's my special friends. If I can get them all in shot. Well, one fell on the floor. But there you go. There's one that fell on the floor. That's the amount that I've had so far. So if you want, and they're all 39 baht. 39 baht for each one. So it's $1. Is it $1? Yeah, it's just over $1 for a Leo in 7-Eleven. That was warm because if you look, it's roasting toast in here. Bruce Davis, buy him coffee, Leo. Buy him coffee, Leo. There you go. Coffee, Leo. Leo has become part of the character of my live streams. It just has. It's the way it is, both on here and on the big picture. And I feel that a live stream just wouldn't be complete without a Leo. That's the only reason I do it. Excuse me. They should have me as the Leo guy for their company. So if anyone from Thai Bev, that's the company that distributes and brews these wonderful beverages. If anyone from Thai Bev is watching, I'm available for promotions and occasions and whatever you like yourself to promote your most wonderful beverage. So there you go. William Sparks. Oh no, hang on. Bruce, keep it real. Yeah, keep it real. A young lad I know in Thailand on his hauls, he tells me he's in heaven. Yeah. He is. If he's a young lad, he is in heaven. If you're an old fella like me, you got to work a lot harder. But if he's a young lad, he is in heaven. I'm sure he is. Of course he is. Bruce Davis, how much for 16-ounce Leo? Or the longer one? Oh God, they're 39 baht. It's not much more. I'll tell you, the one down the market sells a 40 baht and is it 50 something? It's less than 60 baht for a tall one. It's better value. The tall one's better value, absolutely. But I just like these because the tall ones get a bit hot because it was 40 degrees here today. The tall ones get a bit hot before you finish them. These are long enough, they're short enough. You just sweep them down and they stay cool. Hi, William. Cheers, mate. Both are owned by Saen. Yes, that's true. Both are owned by Saen. Love to see you drinking. William Sparks, love to see you drinking your Leo as I drink my Saen. Good man. And where are we now? Hi, William. Cheers, mate. You look familiar with your... Yes, okay. And Seascapes. There you go. So basically we have 52 people in the house. 52 people in the house. And it's wonderful to have you here. It really is. We have been on for, let's see, 1 hour and 32 minutes. Trying to be controversial, to be honest with you. Trying to be controversial. So, and we'll keep it controversial. Keep it real. First time 20-year-old. My goodness gracious me. Bruce Davis. Hi, keep it real. Are you going to Thailand, Tim? I know that you've been to Nepal, or you're planning to go to Nepal to do some mountain climbing or whatever. I don't know. Barry Atkin, do you ever drink spirits? Gin, tonic goes down well at 6 p.m. Well, I drink, what do I drink? I drink Jameson. You can buy Jameson in 7-Eleven here. Jameson is the go-to whiskey. I can tell you. The whiskey, by the way, is an Irish Gaelic word, Ishka an Baha. When the British came to Ireland for the first time, we were the ones that invented whiskey, not the Scots. The only reason the Scots got the grip on the market is for the Irish famine. All the distilleries closed down because of the famine, and the Scots took advantage of that. But the word whiskey comes from the Irish word ishka, and the British mispronounced it. They said they asked us, apparently the Irish monks, what are they doing? And they what is that? They said ishka an Baha. An Baha means of life. Ishka is the water of life, and they mispronounced ishka and said whiskey. So Ishka an Baha is the water of life, and Ishka is the Gaelic word for water, blah, 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 and they mispronounced it and said whiska. That's where whiskey comes from. So there you go. Glad you know that. Bruce, are you? Hi, keep it real. Are you going to Thailand? Barry Arkin, do you ever drink spirits? Bruce Davis, your age, all girls love your age. All girls love you. I wish they did. I wish they did, Bruce Davis. Let's have about 10 scoops. Well, there you go. Do you know why they call it scoops? Because years ago, the Irish fellas used to drink in houses, public houses. That's where the word pub comes from. A public house, a house for the public. And they bring their jars and they scoop the beer out of a barrel. And that's why we say scoops. So we'll have a few scoops together. The washing machine's on spin. There you go. Bruce Davis, and Bruce Davis, let's all have about 10 scoops. Well, that's what we should do. That was because I've had about a lot so far, but I'm still coherent. Bruce Davis scooped the beer out of the barrels. That's how they do it. That's where the name comes from. In Ireland, we say go for a few scoops. You will scoop the beer out of the barrel with your jar, and we call it going for a jar as well. Keep it real. It was Everest Base Camp, Dave. Oh, that's where you were. I thought you went to I thought you were going to, where is it? Nepal. Sorry about that. I didn't know you went there. Bruce, Tim goes to these places. Well done, Tim. Well done. If you want to buy me a coffee, buy me a coffee. I'd really, really, really appreciate it because I really appreciate bringing these videos. I really do. And I really appreciate being passionate about what I say. And you see, on a live stream, I'm in danger of saying too much and being controversial. I mean, that's for sure. And that's what's happening. We got 50 people in the house, and it's wonderful. After this, you see, I'm getting a bit peckish. 5-Star Chicken have closed. Supposed to close at 7 o'clock. That guy is a franchise. He's under pressure. He doesn't close at 10. But I know by the time the stream finishes, I'll be hungry. The only option I have for where I live is 7-Eleven. Unless I take the 10-minute walk to the market, which all the no food stalls there this week because of Songkran. They're preparing for Songkran. Keep it real, Tim. For those, hang on, get the cursor out of the way. For those who've yet to go to Thailand, beware, it's addictive in a good way. Well, it's addictive. It is addictive. It is damn addictive. I said this to Seascapes today. If you're wondering why I relate to Seascapes so much, he's my brother from another winner. But it is so addictive. It is so goddamn addictive. I find it difficult. I find it very, very difficult sometimes in doing the job that I do, talking to beautiful girls every night and having a few Leos as well. My God, it's almost self-destructive. It probably is self-destructive. For those who've not yet been doing it, Bruce Davis, that is great. Keep it real. Yes, it is great. Keep it real. Jerry's talking about, I tried to buy you a coffee. Everything just disappears when I approve it. I don't understand. You should be able just to click on the link and go ahead. But thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate it. That's what keeps me going at the moment, because the power, we spoke about this, the powers that be have decided that I have to submit documentation, or else they withhold my money, the money that I have earned, the money that I, like anything else. YouTube is my job. And I wouldn't be as vocal about buying me a coffee because I don't need to be, because I get paid from advertisers. But because the powers that be have decided that they're going to take my money, they're going to withhold my money unless I row in and do exactly what they want me to do. You see, they told me this. I've been told that. I've been told unless I do X, Y, Z, they're going to withhold my payments. How dare they? How dare they? I have worked for that. And you see, this just gets right up my nose. And so many people just accept it. Gets right up my nose. Gary Hobson, I've tried to buy you a coffee. but everything just disappears when I don't understand why that is. Bruce Davis, I'm going to retire there soon. You'll have a great time. Tim, getting big time depression is common for many who return. Yeah, to return from Thailand, I've said this to someone today, to return from Thailand to Ireland for me would just be, I prefer to lie down and die. I just, oh my God. Not that there's nothing wrong with Ireland. I'm just saying that just the comparison. Gee. Oh my God. I enjoy Wigwam Night Market with thousands and thousands of people to go there every night. You would never find anything like that in Ireland. It's kind of tumbleweed place. There's places in Ireland where you just hear the wind blowing. God knows I wouldn't. Jared Hobson, thank you very much indeed for that contribution. I really appreciate it. Gers Hobby Rum. Misinformation. I like how you say never drink beer and eat food at the same time. I agree with you. Yes, never do. I'm from Ireland. We just never do it. It just doesn't. You don't do that. The Thais do it all the time. You sit out in Park Terrace or Wigwam Terrace, wherever you want to go, and they present you with a food menu. And I say, what the fuck? I say, what the fuck am I doing? I'm ordering food. I'm here to drink. There's a time for drinking, a time for eating. And they don't cross, they don't cross. Jerry's Hobby Man, to Leo for you. Thank you very much. Thank you so. I really appreciate it. It'll keep her quiet. It will keep her quiet. She'll be on to me. I swear to God, she'll be on to me for yap. Why did you keep talking for so long? All the rest of it. But when I'm able to tell her that you guys have been so supportive of me, it makes all the difference. It really does. It makes all the difference. That is wonderfully. Do you know? I never thought this when I first came to Thailand, but that is wonderfully drinkable. It's so good. Thank you very much, Gers Hobby Ram. I really appreciate it. Keep it real. Bruce, would it be your first time? And he says, Gers Hobby, he's appreciating that. If it's your first time visiting Thailand or whatever time you're visiting Thailand, I could, as Tim, Keep It Real, has says, it can, watch out, it can be very, very addictive. Very, very addictive for all the reasons we've discussed earlier on. The beer is cheap. There's absolutely beautiful women everywhere that are available. And they don't all, and believe me, they don't all cost money. You don't have to spend money to have, I'm going to be honest, you don't have to spend money to have a concubine in Thailand. There you go, or as they call it, a geek. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. Even if you're of a more fermented age, if you know what I mean. And thank you again, Gers Hobbyram. I appreciate that. To Leo for you. You're very, very good. Keep it real, Bruce. First time, Bruce. William Sparks, you're the best. Thank you so much. Never change. Keep honest and controversial. Thank you very much, William. Enjoy drinking the beer with you. Thank you. I enjoy drinking the beer with you. It's so wonderful. It really is so wonderful. Do you know, I could be, and most Friday nights I am out there in the market doing this. There it is. There's the thing. That is the big picture El Panorama. Sorry. That and where's it gone? Here we go. That and this. This is the big picture El Panorama. Hello, do you speak English? Come put prasa angry time, mai. Kun me fan, mai. Kun chop a hana, right? Blah 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 blah. Me and my Thai. There it is there. And I could be down in the market doing all this tonight, but no, I prefer to be here. Because it's less taxing. It really is. I'm getting on. I'm nearly 60. But I will be there again next week This week we had the live stream week. We're going to have lots of more live streams. We'll be live from Ban Saen tomorrow night. Ban Saen, it's a wonderful place, and you'll see how wonderful it is if you tune into the Big Picture El Panorama tomorrow night for our Ban Saen live stream at the same time, 2100 hours GMT plus 7. Some people find it hard to know what that is. Well, GMT is 0 is Greenwich and London, so anything plus is to the east, anything minus is to the west. So GMT plus 7. So 21 hours GMT plus 7 is 9 o'clock Thailand time. So you can add up, subtract wherever you go. Buy me a coffee. Thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate that. From who is that? Avid bought you a coffee. Thank you so much. Avid I'm going to pronounce this correctly. Ranistrad, thank you so much indeed. I really appreciate that. It's so good. Thank you so much. I get these notifications now, you see. And that's so good to have notifications so I can reply. I really appreciate you. I really do. Keep it real. Bang on, Dave. I've never ever paid. You're right. I've had I can't really say it on this because there's people out there watching that could try to make life difficult, but I'd like to tell you what happened to me last night, and there was no money involved at all. Where we go never change. Keep it controversial. Enjoy it. Hang on. And Seascapes, gotta go, matey. Listen, Seascapes, thanks for being there. Have a nice evening. You're an hour ahead of me, and go and have a good night's rest and enjoy. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. But we've got 39 people in the house. One of the things that I'm astonished about this particular channel is that we get so much interaction. I get so much interaction with you guys on this because some of the topics that we discuss are quite maybe controversial or whatever. But it's great to have you. It really, really is. Tomorrow night, as I said, as I have already alluded to, we'll be in Ban Saen, and we'll start the stream about in around. I'll say it there later on the community thing, but we'll be in around 9 p.m. Bangkok time, 2100 hours Bangkok time, and I urge you, if you want to discover something completely different about Thailand, you should tune in. It's not Pattaya, it's not Phuket, it's not Bangkok, it's Ban Saen. And if you want to see it, I don't plug other fellas, but CB Media, I'll say it again, CB Media did a video from Ban Saen. There's videos from Ban Saen on this channel as well, which I'd advise you to watch. And you get an idea. William Shakespeare, yes, Leo is very smooth beer. It is. It's very drinkable, extremely drinkable. Absolutely fantastic. So I just want to say, lads, we're up to 1 hour 47 minutes on the stream. It's been wonderful to have you, and thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. The reason I'm going to go now is because I have another computer just there. I have to finish editing an upload for the Big Picture. The video I made last night down the market. I don't think it was one of my better ones, but we'll upload it anyway. But we'll see what happens. Tell me how you like it. And I have to get myself ready for bed. Well, I'm ready for bed now. Just hit the sack because I'm driving to Ban Saen tomorrow about 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'll see you from Ban Saen tomorrow night, and we'll have a ball. And thank you all again for your contributions to the channel during this evening. I really, really appreciate it. Really, really do. I can't thank you enough. So thank you very much indeed for joining me tonight. We'll be back again. Well, I'll be back again under a different persona, the Big Picture El Panorama, tomorrow night with this thing, talking to some of the most beautiful girls in the world. And Todd Walsh, no money, no honey. Well, I'd say you're probably right. It's probably true. But listen, I got to go because I got to drive to Ban Saen in the morning. I'll see you tomorrow from Ban Saen Beach at 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So it's 2100 hours plus 7 Greenwich Mean Time. And thanks for joining me, lads. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow night on the Big Picture El Panorama. Bye-bye. Take care. How do I do this? I was going to turn it on. Oh, yeah, I see the button there. There it is there. We're gone, or we're